programs related to interviews under. So we'll move from there. Uh, So what is an array? It is a collection of single variable, same data type, multiple values. That is what array is. So similarly, our next concept is collections. Same like our array only, but single variable, multiple values, multiple data types. Okay. So we'll declare one variable only. We'll store multiple values of multiple data types. That is what our collections. Okay. So in our arrays definition, what is that? It is used to store what? Homogeneous data items. Here, heterogeneous data items. Okay. So so if you want to work with collections, we have to use one namespace using system.collections namespace. What is the namespace? Using system.collections namespace. So we have different types of collections available: array list, stack, queue, hash table, and sorted list. What is that? Array list, stack, queue, hash table, sorted list. So they are all, we can see the five different types of items, but they are all so easy programs. Okay, we'll see them. Okay, we'll see them. Before that, I have one want to explain about for each loop. It's this one. Okay, so this array list. So what will happen? Whatever you are saying there, that five different types. So they are all five different classes. Okay. Simply we'll create object and we'll try to store different data types and what is the different values of single variable. How we'll work with them? I'll just show now. The first one is array list. So array list is available under using system.collections namespace. So here, so our array list method class consists of few predefined methods. So they are add, remove, remove it, insert, clear, reverse. Okay, and sort. So these are different methods available under array list class. So what is that? So add. So for example, simple. You have five items, and if you want to add one more item, then you will go for add. Okay. So same like your arrays. So array always store values in which format? Index format, right? So array index always start with what? Zero and end with size minus one. Here also same. Okay. Now I will tell. See, we have add insert. Okay. In our school or somewhere, people told like add and insert both are same, right? Why two methods? What is the difference between that add and insert? So second one is remove and fourth one is remove it. Okay. So so by seeing the name, both are looking same. But what is the difference? Okay, I'll just tell now. After that, we'll see some programs and I will explain that. So just we'll see. Okay, first one, add. Simple. If you have collection of items, if you want to add one more item, then you will go for add. Okay, done. So add is normal add only. For example, I have four values. Now I want to add fifth value. Simply use that add method. Okay, remove. Remove for removing. Same. How we are adding, Similarly, if you want to remove some particular value, we'll go for remove method. So there is no confusion in these two methods. Third one, insert and remove it. I will tell now. See, for example, so like what will happen, like, when you're trying to add item, then randomly it will add. Okay, or like, it will add it in the last item as a last item. So that is also fine. But I have six items now. Now I want to add at index 4. Okay. So at particular index, then we'll go for insert. So here in this insert, simply you will tell, like, insert it, you will specify the index comma value. Okay. So remove it. Same. For example, if you want to remove a particular item at specific index, then you need to specify the index comma. So if you specify the index, then it will remove the value. So next one is clear, all clear. So it will clear, delete all the items. Okay. And after that, reverse. For example, if it is in ascending order, it will display in descending order or something like. Okay. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. If you reverse that, 4, 3, 2, 1 will come. So that is fine. And the last one is sort. So sort is nothing but, so it will help us to display the values in ascending order. Okay. So now I will just show the example. So after that, we'll discuss about the programs and all. So just I will show the example how it is working, and after that we'll go back to some other theory and all. Okay. Just I want to show the difference between this add, insert, remove it. Okay. Just small programs only. So you guys have only like, for Windows Forms we need 7 classes, and for other topics I think some 4 or 5 classes only. So within 10 or 11 classes we are going to finish our C sharp. Okay. So now don't miss the classes for this 10 12 days only. Okay. So you people, so now what will happen? See, these are advanced topics we'll use in real time. Every concept. Okay. Next we'll go into try catch block. Okay. So we will go into Windows Forms. Windows Forms is like a base for your ASP.NET. So if you learn Windows Forms, ASP.NET properly, your MVC will become so easy. And if you learn MVC well, your Web API will become so easy. If you learn MVC and Web API well, so your 70% of .NET core learning will complete there. Okay. So that's why don't miss this 10. So if you people relax, like we are done with the whoops concepts and all. See, whoops concept we are done, and you people are perfect. So now if I ask what is inheritance, you people will tell the definition. So what is polymorphism, you people will tell the definition, because you all attended the classes and we made it easy together. Okay. But if you feel like, like whoops only, these advanced concepts are also easy, if you feel like that, then you will never learn those things. Okay. That's why my suggestion, don't miss the classes. So in the last phase, you people are on the last phase of your C sharp learning. After our C sharp, again, you will get some 1 week or 10 days of break. This Sankranti holidays and all. So once we came back, then only our MVC batch will start. Okay. So anyway, you will get holidays there. You will relax and you can practice, and you can do revision on all the subjects and all. Okay. So you people can do all those things. But if you relax for this 10 days or 1 week, see, so I can see some almost some 15-20 offline people did not came today, and some people joined online, and some online people also did not join today. So what will happen, like, so that will impact your learning. So that's why my suggestion, don't miss the sessions. If you people miss the session, so that will affect your learning. That's why I'm personally saying, okay, so don't miss the sessions. Okay. Now see here, everyone. Now see, so what I'm doing, so forget about this for each for 5-10 minutes, I will explain separately. Okay. So people see here what I done. So the first step in order to work with collections is you to declare the collections namespace. Remove this one. This is gone, right? So that's why that namespace is mandatory. Step one done. Step two. So what I told, this array list is a predefined class under using system.collections namespace. So we created one object. So you are all know that how to create object under. So then cool. So now the next point. So we have few predefined methods. That's what I told. Add, remove, insert, remove it. After that, sort, clear, and one more is what reverse. Right. So these are the methods. Now what I'm doing here, I'm simply using add method here. Okay. Now run the program. Let's see what will happen. See, like when you're trying to reverse a string, or when you're going for Fibonacci series, or when you're going for some other concept, so some people are adding extra space. See, for example, so like my name is what Vishweshwara. So Vishweshwara space RAO. So like people are calling like that. So similarly, Naresh IT, Naresh space IT. So like without space and with space, both strings are not equal. Yes or no? So see here, now tell me everyone, Naresh IT, Naresh IT. So these both are different. So as a developer, you people need to know. Yes or no? These both strings are different. So some people see, for example, some of your friends. So when they are asking me or showing me screenshot, so initially they are declaring string val equals to, so they are keeping like this one. So one extra space added here. Now for example, if you are assigning some value to this value one, then what will happen? For example, ABC. So now what will happen? So space ABC. Now your original value is ABC. If you compare space ABC and ABC, both are different. Yes or no? So when you're doing that, so you need to remember that point. So if you people forget to take care of that scenario, then it won't work again. Okay. So just focus on that type of things also. Okay. Now what happened here? So we added the values here somehow. So how we added the order? Same order. 10 Naresh ID 23 3.4. Yes. So all the values are coming here. See here. Where is that? Here. 10 Naresh ID 23 3.4. Yes. Same order. How we added in the same order it is coming. Okay. So now people see here first point. So how many variables here? One variable. How many values? Multiple values. What is the data type? So what is the data type? 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 One variable, multiple values, multiple data types. Hence proved. Okay. Now, so we have few more methods, right? So now I will add like insert, insert. Now what you need to give here? Index 2, comma, some something like. Now what will happen? So this is 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. After Naresh IT, you will get OII, something like. Okay. So now just run this one. See, it added at specific index. Yes or no? Done. So now what I will do? I will remove insert now. Now what I will do? Remove it. AR dot remove it. Remove it some 3. Okay. Now see here. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 3.4 should be removed. That's what. That's what. See here. 3.4 removed. right? That's what. Now, what else we have? Reverse. Dot reverse. Now, what happened? Now, this S will come first now. Okay. See, reverse. Huh? Oh, this remove is also there, right? That's why. Okay. And finally, what is pending? Sort. Clear is all clear only. So sort. So some kind of confusion here, but still let's try. Because what? So sort will always okay. It will do based on index height. So the reason is what? So these two compare elements in array because what? The data type is different for them. Like okay now well, no problem. But just let's see. Three ascending order 2, 3, 10. Right. That's it. Got it. So this is whatever sort operation. So this is the program. See, the concept is different. So all the programs will look like this only from now. So remaining programs, whatever you will see here, same like this. Okay. So now, so that is fine. So now you people understood different methods and how they are handling and all. You people got it now. So no. So for that we have different concept. Sorted list and hash table. There we can. Okay. Yeah. Correct. So 0, 1, 2 is there. You added at 1. Now what will happen? That 1 index will move to 2. Okay. So now we have, so here what we will use like, so for each loop, how we are working. For initialization, condition, after that increment or decrement. So when you're going for condition, definitely you need to know the range, right? So if you want to print 1 to 10 elements, then you are enter the range. In that range, you will specify, okay, so something like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, something you are entering. Or else if you have array, so you are just finding array dot length like that you are doing. For example, if you don't know the range, what will happen? So if you don't know exact range, so for example, thousands of objects, 2000, 3000, 5000, 6000, 100,000. So then you want to iterate the loop until all the records got processed or something. So then what concept we will use here means we have a concept called for each loop. So the syntax of for each loop is see here data type in collections. Okay. So that may be array, object, class related, or anything. Okay. So object is also one type of data type. So if you people remember in our reference type data type, we have what? String and object. This is that object. Okay. And also you can pass the class object values also. Okay. You can pass the array also. So if you people don't know exact range, or in future the values may add frequently, then you will go for this concept. Okay, for each. So now people will start comparing, sir, we have for loop. What is the difference between for loop and for each loop? I will explain now. Okay. So I have given some example for that. So I will explain that. So the for loop, a statement or block of statement repeatedly until a specified expression or condition become false. Okay. So what will happen for loop? So it will execute the loop until the condition got failed. But the for loop syntax will look like I equals to 1, I less than equal to 5. So I plus plus. Then what is happening here? So it will execute the for loop the until that 0 less than equal to 5 condition satisfied. Yes or no? Until that condition got failed, so it will iterate the loop. Here we know the range, that is what 5. And we are telling our processor, boss, you need to execute up to here only. So that's what it is doing. Okay. Now the second thing, for each loop. So for each loop is also similar, only slight difference. See here. So what will happen, data type, variable name, in collections, in arrays, or whatever it may be. So what will happen? See, the people see here. Do we have do we have any range here? No, we are not. We did not specify any range. Then what it will do? So it will iterate the loop until the last element completes. So once everything is completed, then only it will come out of the loop. So that is what the for loop and for each loop. The difference between for loop and for each. See, so you people need to remember. So you people need to remember. See, there is no space between for and each. Okay, 60% of people will give space between for and each. So there is no space between for each. Okay, so one word only. Okay, and all are in small letters only. Okay. So now again, I have some differences here. So I will explain them. After that, we'll go for theory. And after that, we'll come back to here and we'll write the theory. Okay. So the first point, differences. So using for loop, we can iterate a collection in both direction, that is from index 0 to 9 and 9 to 0. But using for each loop, iteration is possible only forward only direction. Because so however the object you will give, it will simply execute that. In for loop, what will happen? So you can go with increment and decrement. So so for I equals to 0, I less than 9. So that is what? Forward direction. So I equals to 9, I greater than equal to 0. In this direction also we can execute in our for loop. The reason for that, can you people guess what is the reason there? What is the reason? Anyone? Simple. A small logic. Because in for loop we know the range. That is the reason. So either you will tell to what? 0 to 9 or 9 to 0. So in both the cases, 0 is common, 9 is common. Yes or no? But in for each loop, it's not like that. It won't allow us to do like that. So when it goes through, when it goes to loop through, for each copies the current array to a new element and it will perform the operation, while for loop doesn't care of that part. So what I told there, the syntax of for each loop is for each for each some data type or object in collections. So what will happen, so whatever the collections object you have, that will copy to your data type variable name. So it will copy to that particular variable name and the data completely copied to your newly created variable. Simply, so see here, where I have my elements and values, my array variable name. So now my array variable, so it will copy values to I. No, it will copy completely. Okay, all the values will be copied. So, but in for loop, no, simple. I have a condition. I need to verify it and I need to execute it. I need to print the result. That is what for loop. So goal. But in for each loop, so it will copy the object of values to variable and it will execute. It will iterate until the loop fails or come out of the loop, it will execute. Here you don't know exact range from where to where execute or something. But in for loop, we always needs to specify initialization. We always needs to specify condition. So like that. But in for each loop, you don't need to do like that. So we'll see couple of examples now on for loop and for each loop. Then you people will easily understand that one. And I will explain with few programs in real time. Now then you people will understand. Okay. So for now, just note down the theory. Note down the theory. So easy, you know. Uh, so now what will happen? Like, your classes will speed up a lot. So per day you will finish two, three concepts because they are all easy only. So if you use add method, it will add. If you remove, it will remove. Remove it. So like a school kid can understand that program. So they will go so much faster now. Okay. So if you miss one class, two concepts will complete in that one class. Okay, that's why don't miss even a single session. Okay, got it? So, like when we are dealing with our Windows forms, I will give you a mini project. So you people can do that, and also on that Sankranti holidays, also people can do that. So you guys can connect with me for any questions or errors or something. I will definitely there and help you guys for that. Okay. And when we reach to ASP.NET and MVC, our learning will become, so we'll reach to next standards. So online people, is it clear for everyone? I scroll down. Okay. And so that is remove it. Remove it means it will remove at specific index. Scroll up. So see how it will sort string value and integer value. So if you have same data type, then only we'll go for sorting. So for hash table and all, they will sort based on your index. That will change from concept to concept. When I scroll down, sort. Done. Okay. And note down this count property also. Count property is nothing but like similar to your array dot length. Okay. So make it fast. So we'll cover stack queue also today. Okay. So everything is like insert and remove only. Okay. In our stack and queue, we will not have this many methods. We'll have only two methods: push and pop. Either you want to insert or you want to remove. That's it. And all clear. BTech all clear only. Okay. Hmm? Hmm. Some people are still writing. Done. Can I scroll down? So wait. So for each related theory, we'll write from our notepad only. Is this different? Okay. So for each is one of the most important. If it is a big one, also no problem. Note down. Okay. Okay. So if it is a 10-15 lines also, for each loop is one of the most important. That's why note down. Because we'll use this for each loop in real time. That's why, if it is taking 10 minutes time also no problem. See, we have given complete running notes to all the topics. I shared the PDF. We have given different examples, program examples, but as a committed, so our session is going to complete within what? 2 months, 15 days to 3 months. So within 2 months, 15 days only, I think it is going to finish as we calculated the days in one of our session. Okay, 1 hour in for each. It's there, right? For each. Oh, syntax. Okay. F4. Okay. Hmm. Good catch, Pavitra Kumar. Okay. Can I scroll down? Hmm. So this is so important. So please don't miss this one because we have only limited points in our book. Okay. So you guys start using masks again. It's better. Okay. So the corona is increasing with new variant. Okay. See, so many people are coming here. Okay. So many people are coming. We don't know who is having what. Right. It's better to take some precautions from our end. So you people may know like how many of you got corona here. Raise your hand at least once. Okay. Only three, four people. That's it. Great. Whatever. Telangana, the Andhra, whatever. So, you people know the pain, right? So again, because of this festival seasons and all, so people will travel here and there. So now they will happily spread from here to there. They are doing social service to their villages and all. Instead of social distance, they are doing social services. Hmm. Yeah, I will also start using mask. Okay, you guys also start using that. Differences. Okay. Okay. Done. Done. Kirti. Okay, your friend Vani is not coming. Okay. Still one more line up. Okay. Okay, I only scroll down. Okay, done. Note down. So one is here. Okay, cool. So meanwhile, you guys note down. I will explain those concepts. Okay, just listen and note down. Okay, so we have seen arrays concept. We have used one variable. We have stored multiple values of same data type. That's what we have seen in our arrays. So little more advanced concept. That is what our collections. So what collections is doing? So see, when you are writing, keep one here so that you will listen. Okay, so you need to do both the tasks parallelly. So you need to write and you need to listen. Okay, so don't stop your writing and don't stop listening to me. Okay, so collections. So what will happen, it will take one single variable, will store multiple values of multiple data types. So in the program example I shown you guys, right? So there I have taken one variable only, but I am storing more than one value. Okay. So that is what the definition of your collections. Okay. We have five different types of collections available. So one is array list, stack, queue, sorted list, hash table. So these five are different types of collections available in our C sharp. Okay. So, and then after that, we have seen what are different types of methods available in our array list. So, array list. So, in our array list, we have different types of method: add, remove. Okay. So, insert, remove it, sort. So, clear and reverse. Okay. So, these seven are different methods available under our array list. So, this array list, this array list is available under, so which namespace using system.collections. What is that? System.collections. Correct. So now, so we have learned about one more concept called for each loop. Simple. So for each loop, what it will do. First, I will the textbook definition in our notepad what we have given. So for each will execute group of statements, or like it will execute, iterate, complete object statements, and it will print them. Okay. So until the last element is completed, it will iterate the loop. Okay. So what will happen? Like internally, it will find the length of that. But so compared to for loop and for each loop, both are doing same. But in for loop, so what will happen? You will specify the initialization and also maximum value. That means minimum and maximum value we are specifying there. But for each loop, we don't specify and we don't know also. Okay. So the best example for each where we are using, sir. So Amazon homepage. So there you will find 200 products. Okay. See, so for example, when you're going for mobiles, so in that mobiles, there are different brands will be there. Like, so Nokia, Samsung, OnePlus, so iPhone, and something else. You will have so many brands are available there. So when I click on filter option, okay, then for example, if I select OnePlus and iPhone, so then what will happen? So it needs to, so see, in OnePlus, how many brands are there? We don't know. So in iPhone, how many brands are there? We can count on hands. 12, 13. What is the latest? 14, right? 15, November. Okay, 2 months back it was released. So, so, so 15 or 16 brands are there. Okay. So after that, so in that, so in Oppo or something, we don't know how many how many different types of brands available. So for other brands also we don't know exactly range. So then here you will go for each loop. For each, so array, like so data type, variable name in Nokia, or like OnePlus or iPhone, then what will happen? It will iterate all the items and it will display on the Amazon web page. So why I'm saying, we don't know the range there. See, today iPhone 15 is there. After 4 or 5 months, what will happen? 16 will come, 17 will come, 18 will come, 19 will come, 20 will come. So that means, if you keep for I equals to 0, I less than equals to 15, then what will happen? After 2 days, so when new version came, again you need to open your Visual Studio and you need to modify your code and you need to deploy in production. So that is against what? Your solid principle. Yes or no? Once implementation is completed, so we are not supposed to, so open for extension and close for modification. Open close principle. So the same thing. So once something is completed, if something is working fine, don't touch it. So when we are implementing something, I told the people multiple times, we need to think for next 10 years, not for today. It will work for today. After 10 years, for example, if something like, so for example, this room is there. So the capacity of this room is, I think, some 70 people or 80 people. If 300 people came, what will happen? Even for standing also, there will be no place. People will start pushing everyone. So I have seen some movie that uh, Ajay Bhupati movie, Mangalwaram. So then what will happen? So sometimes some comedy memes I used to see in this YouTube. What will happen? So one person will start running like that. He will fall down. So that will affect someone 1 kilometer. He will throw something. He will throw something. Then what will happen? That will affect in some Delhi somewhere like that. So for comedy purpose, like that, if you are touching something, some code or some logic, we don't know where it will affect exactly. Okay, until unless you are the founder of that particular project. See, so for every project, some 15-20 people of developers of team will be there for every project. Okay, so no one will have complete 200% idea on the project, right? No one, even the founder of the, see, how we will know, like, I know what code I implemented, but I don't know what my colleagues implemented. Because you are a lead or developer, a senior developer, you need to know. See, I need to know, but how I will say, okay, what he implemented, okay, one for loop and one for each loop, one if condition you have used, that's it. I leave. I don't see what he implemented, why he implemented everything. I cannot see, because what will happen if I need to analyze everything, it will take 1 day for one resource, other resource 1 day, other resource 1 day, other resource 1 day. Then what will happen when I will develop my code? Okay, that's why what will happen? We'll have limited knowledge on other people user stories. So that's why. So like so if I worked on something, if someone came to me and Vishwa, can you explain what you have done here? Then whatever I know, I will explain. Okay, but if someone asks me what is happening there, so sometimes what will happen, like so some of my students, sir, they will show the project code and here we are getting error. So how I will know what your manager wrote there or what your senior people wrote there or something? So if I take that project and if I look into that project for 3 days or 4 days or something, if I debug the complete code, then I will get 1% of idea, 2% of idea, the flow only. Okay, that's why. So see there. So if we give I equals to 0, I less than equal to 15, then what will happen? The next year, it won't show the iPhone 16. Yes or no? It won't show, because what? Your range was up to 13 only. So in order to avoid that type of situation, we are going for collections concept. So collections are this one. For each loop, what it will do, if you don't know exact range, then we'll go for each simple data type array name in collection. So whatever the collections you have, simply you will copy the values to your variable, and from there you will fetch the data, and you will iterate the loop until the condition fails, or until the object's elements completed. It will iterate, and finally it will come out of that. So for each loop, always go in forward only direction. It won't go by direction. But for loop, we can go for I equals to 0, less than symbol, and we can go with what? I equals to 9 and greater than symbol also. I plus plus and I minus minus, both the ways we can go. But here, no. That is what. Okay. So this is what our for each loop. Done. Now can I scroll down? Differences. Uh, Example. Okay, make it fast. Oh my god. So it's 8:35. So I targeted for at least stack queue also. But okay, but if you people understood this for each related things and all, then the next things will be like, we can move fast. We can move so fast, because what? Same for each only will use. So tomorrow our collections will complete. we we'll see, man. Amit, once without completing theory, how I will give. So all programs are associated with for each only. Okay, all collections almost done. So so many people used to confuse in this for each loop and for loop. Okay, especially for experienced people, they will ask this question in interviews. Okay, so that's why with example and all, I have given point to point. Now, like there will be no confusion on this particular concept. Okay, so that's why I have documented everything I have documented, so that you people, it will become easy for you guys. That's why I have documented everything. Okay, done. Done. So I'm moving to program. Okay, first we'll go with our you know count property. So this is your for loop only again. Okay, so simple. See here, we'll go with count example. After that, in for each loop, I will explain all the methods. Okay, see here. So what we done here? Nothing. So we have for each loop object, and we are inserting the data, and after that I have used what. So your this one. So we are just using for loop and we are printing the values. That's it. Okay. So just note down. So in next example, we'll see with all the methods. Okay. Insert, remove it, everything I will keep, and we'll see that example. Count property is almost similar to your array dot length. We'll see in our next example. Vani. Okay, done. So tomorrow we'll discuss about couple more examples on for each loop and array list. Okay. So after that we'll start with our stack queue and other collection related concepts. Okay. So and I will see the differences like what are different methods again. So the same add, remove it and all with real time examples and all. We'll see. Thank you all for coming and joining. We'll meet tomorrow.